This is a quick performance installation video for K10623 that is mounting an R4 compressor on your LS truck engine. We're going to begin by taking a 10 by 20 millimeter bolt and installing it right here on the lower cylinder head. We have a plate that we will then slide over that, like so, and then we'll take our 140 millimeter bolts just to align it while we do a torque process here. So we'll get this lined up here. Go ahead and bring that on down there. This is a 10 millimeter bolt, so we want to make sure that we're lined up in the middle of this the best we can. Pro tip, use your extension to get in there, and then, like I said, take this down to 37 foot-pounds, and now we're ready to remove these and build the bracket off of it. We're ready to do some pre-assembly here. We're going to take our 8 millimeter bolt that already has a fat washer loaded up on it, slide it in there, 10 millimeter by 140 that we just had here and here. We'll flip the plate over, load up with our longer spacers, there and there. 8 millimeter goes here with the smaller loaded up like that. And then our shorter spacers, we're ready to install it on the cylinder head. Install the bracket into the cylinder head like this. Now we've added this extra spacer here because it is just going into the threaded hole of the 1/2 inch block here. And so we don't want it to where it goes so deep that it actually pushes against the back of it. So that's why that's pre-installed for you. We're going to leave this loose. We'll run it down just a little bit more, but then we're ready for the next step. Next, we're going to install the 4th spacer tube here. This we're just going to leave like that. So when we torque it down, it'll be in there nice, but we'll take it out later so that we can install the tensioner on the front. We're ready to install the compressor. Note the orientation of a port. We're going to leave that facing up like that. We'll rotate this into here. Bring our first one in there, and then it will rotate down into place, and we can easily get our other 2 installed. We'll capture them on the back with a flange nut, and we're going to leave these just finger tight, a little bit loose, so that when we go through the torque process, we won't have any binding. We're going to go through and snug these up. So what we want to do is square this to the cylinder head by lifting up on the compressor, taking all the slack out of the bolt holes in a single direction. Get that snug, go to the other on the cylinder head. We'll switch over to our 13 millimeter, Now this does have a retainer on it, and so when we are torquing it, it may take a little bit of extra rotation to actually crush that down. We'll come up here now and get those snugged down as well. This is an 8 millimeter Allen, and then I'll get the 15 millimeter on the back there, and we'll just go around the horn and tighten those up, get ready for a torque process. The bell of our compressor is a little bit thick, so it can get a little bit stuck in there. Shop problems. Now that we have that snugged down, we can come in here and get the 2 head bolts. These are 10 millimeters, so we'll torque those to 37 foot-pounds. Then we'll switch over to the 13 millimeter and drop our wrench down to 15 foot-pounds. And then we'll grab these up here. These are also going to be 37 foot-pounds. Next, we're going to pull out our long bolt, install it into the tensioner, slide it back in, and then capture it with another flange nut on the back end. 10 millimeter bolt, we're going to torque that down to 37 foot-pounds. You'll notice the kit comes with this tensioner shim. We've noticed some variation in different plastic pulleys here. What we want is the belt to be running in the center of the pulley. So we want you to install it like this to begin with, turn the engine over, see where the belt's running. If it's running too far to the front, that's when you add this spacer, get that belt running where it's supposed to. All right, we have the belt installed. We do a good job of calling out a belt length in the installation instructions, but every manufacturer is a little bit different. What we do want is it to be a little bit on the tight side, and the way that you're going to find that out is looking down here on the tensioner marks. These belts stretch a little bit as they wear, and they also take a little bit of set, so we want to look down here and make sure that we're in the right position. Let's take a look at that now. You'll notice on the tensioner arm here there's an indicator and then 3 marks here on the tensioner housing. What you want to do is make sure that it's a little bit on the tight side there. Hey, thanks for watching this quick performance installation video. If you have any questions about your install, please reach out, call us, give us an email. We do want to help. And if you have any pictures of your install, please share those with us. We'd love to put them on the website to show to other customers or even share them on our social media. Thanks.